Okay. Now that that's fixed. And matter of fact, let me go to my channel and make sure that it is. There's really no connection. Alright, that should have fixed it. It was because the PlayStation camera had been muted from previous sessions. Alright, so you got this sweet PlayStation box. Sucks that this is all chopped up into different videos, but what can I do? And sweet ass headset. Alright. Let me put this stuff back in here, clean up the mess a little bit. This is power cable. This is the hub. It's pretty much where all the magic happens. Charge cable. They actually give you a pair of earbuds, like a nice pair of earbuds. Power brick. And this is the in and out. All these messages today feel like I'm important. Alright, so I'll close this. Probably still use that knife. And this can go back in here. Alright, so there's a lot of crap going on here. I heard that the setup for this is not the easiest thing, because it just takes a lot. Like, this thing's got like some weird like vent slide thing going on. So like put your cables in, and then like you slide it out so that it keeps them in there, but they don't show. You can't bend your cables that way. Huh. It's interesting. Right. I feel like this camera is just way too low. Let me fix this. Don't need to be staring at my crotch this whole time while I'm setting this thing up. Oh, it's so much better. Okay. Alright, so here's the manual of manuals. It's probably like the biggest operation you have to undertake while using a console. So the HDMI from the TV goes into the processing unit, which has another HDMI out. Okay. So that's this. Oh, and if you just got here and you wanted to see the headset, it's pretty dope. It feels nice. Like even just in my hand, it feels nice. It's very cushiony. It doesn't feel heavy at all either. Though I imagine with like a headset and that on top of it, it's going to get a little bit heavy. So this one goes to the PS4. Oh, and this side goes into the headset. Holy crap, there's a lot here that you have to plug in. So I guess I'll just do all that first and then I'll start attaching it to the PlayStation itself. This is number 2. I'm glad they labeled these so that I'll remember for next time. Pretty sure this is charge port. Alright. And then the DC adapter. At least this won't take very long and then I can get into the games. I actually got the demo disc and I actually picked up an actual game called Downloading Human, which got pretty good reviews, even like just now, like it just came out and it's already got some decent reviews. Alright, so that's all plugged in. The only thing that's going to be weird is I have to unplug the HDMI and the PlayStation for a second so that I can get the audio or the video to go through both. Where's my knife? Imagine this is the headset cord here. Okay, so this plugs into the back of this. And then this plugs into this. This does all fairly seem simple. Some people said they were having problems getting connected. I don't see how. I guess maybe just the time it takes. Bill's had a complaint about something. Okay. There is a lot going on here, though. That is kind of an issue. Like all these cables stemming from this box, and then there's like barely anything, like any space on the front of the PS4 for, you know, USB or anything. There's no USB ports in the back. Okay, this plug. This is like the biggest cable nightmare ever. I think this USB has to plug onto the PlayStation itself. I will be right back. I'm going to disappear for a second. I have to unplug the HDMI cable real quick. Almost done. Plug this. Plug in this one. And then plug this into this. Come back. It's telling me no signal. That makes no sense because there's definitely an HDMI signal there. So this has power. It's all set. It's running. I think maybe at this point I just put the headset on. Just bear with me a second. I'm still here, I'm just... see, power. Alright, and this thing is thinking. It's all turned on now. Oh, I put my big ass head in this thing. Alright. So everything's plugged in. And put in this disc for the playroom. I gotta open it up. I'll be back in a second, guys. It's just taking a minute to get this all situated. How do I adjust this headset? Is the real question. While pressing the headband release button A, pull the headband B back to remove it. Oh. Okay, I see. Now it's telling me something about the HDMI. Like there's no connection or something. Maybe it switched on me. Maybe I just need to switch inputs or something because it's not working. Still saying no signal. I'm not sure why. So this is words. So yeah. Maybe that fixes it. Alright. Now it wants me to update the headset. Just came out, I have an update already, what the heck? Alright. I guess while it does that, I will... Oh, it's just this setup now. Am I still streaming? Let's see. It won't let me stream the menus, so it's just gonna be a second. Place in yours camera to track the rotation and movements of your head. Okay, I need to go grab a chair. Move. race car shit out. This thing weighs a fuck ton. Alright. Whew. Alright. Place the camera, track the orientation movement of your head. I need to center this camera. This camera's like in the middle of the TV. Is it showing me any of this in the headset? Like reaching for a controller without being able to see it right now. That was kind of weird trying to get my headphones on over top of this. Hold on. So do I have to put my headphones on first and then put this on? Seems kind of awkward. Shit's there. I feel like this screen is sideways. Like it's tracking, but it's like I have to look down and to like the left. Maybe if I put the camera on the floor or like closer to the ground, 'cause it's not at all tracking me the right way. Shit. Suggest get your camera ready and in like the perfect position first, because this is a pain in the ass when you're ready to go. Oh no, it has to be up. Because if it's not, then it's just going to be looking at my crotch the whole time. And it's weird with these headphones. I guess I just got to use earbuds for now. Until I figure out a better solution. So at least they gave me a pair that I can use. It's like the picture looks straight now with my camera just plugged in without me looking in the headset. So this one is right. This one is left. No matter where I move, the screen stays in the exact same spot. So I don't know if it's a camera thing or a thing where it's tracking incorrectly or what. Oh. Oh, that's dope. Alright, so hush. Alright. Well, this is a thing. I can see myself now. That's kind of neat. That was a little bit of setup. It's kind of weird. But it wasn't too terrible. I'm gonna switch now to a VR game, so this is probably gonna go down. I'm gonna try to switch the discs if I can. Probably won't let me, but if not, just make sure to back out and look for the next one. All right. Oh, it's downloading the update too. So, give me a second. Oh, wow, it's like a gig long. It's a pretty hefty update there. There we go. Oh, I see now. You can adjust the screen. So I guess it still just kind of has me sitting here looking like a dumbass, trying to wait for this goddamn app to download. Uh, I guess first thoughts, like it's pretty comfortable. I don't think like looking at the screen right now is really not that bad. If you're having troubles looking at the screen, like if it needs to be adjusted, you can automatically adjust the screen based off of holding the options button. But it's like looking at a screen, like a movie screen right now. Like everything's black and it's just like a giant like movie screen. I'd say it's about, if you were sitting like in the middle of a movie theater and like looking around. Um, I don't know about game immersion yet because I haven't been able to play one. I'm waiting for this thing to download. I have the demo disc that came with the game with the VR, and a game itself called Downloading Human. I haven't touched that yet. I just got done setting everything up. Um, I mean, it looks pretty dope. I feel like I'm in a movie theater right now, looking at myself. I mean, it's pretty much what it feels like. I don't know why it wants me to resume. I mean, it's not like I went anywhere. Sorry, I got all dark for a second there. Um, I'd say it's pretty comfortable. The whole like counterbalance with the back, uh, this back strap is pretty good. Makes it so that the front of the headset doesn't feel nearly as heavy. Though I think after some time, you probably get tired. I don't know if I mean tired as in like it's too heavy tired, but like I feel like having to move your head around a lot is going to give a lot of strain. I have 27 or 24-inch monitors in my office, my game room, so that I can stare at the screen and not have to do this. Like people get larger screens, they like playing on larger screens, and like it gives you a lot of eye fatigue. I feel like that's what I'm gonna have here. This would be really cool for watching movies, though. I can't wait for that. That's one of the biggest draws for this for me is that, like, they have like the YouTube 360s and stuff like that, like movies, because I'll feel like I'm in a movie theater. That's dope. I like that. Um, it does feel pretty real. Like I feel like I'm in a movie theater right now, watching myself. Hang on, I'll be right back. Check this app again. 40. What? Oh Lord. All right. Well, it looks like it's got time to download, so um, I think I should try that other disc. I mean, no matter what I do at this point, I'm gonna have to back out and stop the stream to restart it so that I can start whatever game I'm gonna play. Um, I was thinking about just trying out some of the playroom stuff just to see kind of like a little bit of everything. But I do have a full game that I picked up, so I'll probably do a little bit of that. I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm looking at my arm, like I can see my watch, and I cannot. My arm does not exist right now. That's neat. Though I can see myself like on what seems to be a projector screen right now. That is pretty big. Um, yeah. The VR on my phone feels like tunnel. Not really impressive. Um, I tried the Samsung Gear VR, and while it is really good, and I actually have a friend that, because I have an iPhone, I don't have a Samsung phone, but I went to the store and I tried it out. He loves that thing. He plays, whatever little mini games he can get a hold of on there, and he tries them out. Uh, and that was his biggest comparison. He's like, well, let's see. Like, I'm gonna get my PSVR so I can see what it's like versus cell phone VR. And he says the quality's better, the immersion's better because you don't have the screen door effect, which is around this area and around the nose. You get light bleeding in, and that light bleeding in is what causes motion sickness for a lot of people. And I see no light right now. I do have like this weird kind of goggle effect around my eyes where like I kind of feel like I can see a little bit, but it might just because of fog. Because when I was putting on, I was breathing, so it probably just need to clean the lens, and that's it. Yeah, I figured that's exactly what you were talking about. Oh my god, it's a dog. Whew, scared the shit out of me, man. Because I cannot see him. Oh, that's pretty neat. If I look too far down, like, that is a dog trying to bite my finger. Achilles, what do you want, dude? Back up. There's a squirrel outside right now. If I look down, like, say I want to, like, look down, I can hold the options button and reset the screen so that it faces downward. So that it follows my face no matter where I'm looking. And for some reason, I guess that's the same command for this to tell me, like, oh, what the hell? No, I don't want that. Yeah, can we do that, please? I guess it's definitely the same command to do both. The one thing that I don't particularly like, same for me, movies are nice, but games are questionable. Yeah, I could feel you. I feel you on that. Like, the whole like games thing is obviously going to be Achilles, move. Thank you. The whole games thing is always going to be questionable, right? Unless you try something high end. I didn't get to try an Oculus or anything like that, so to me this is all essentially brand new. So this is literally like a first impression. I've tried them like in store, and they were all right. But like that's just like, oh, a couple seconds, wow, like wow me with like the best thing you have in the store right now, and that's pretty much all it is. Oh my god, this fucking implication. I don't want to use my phone, man. Go away. Shoo. Can I fucking slap him or something? But yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. Oh, it's crazy because if I look this way, it is definitely peripheral, so I have to look at what you wrote in the corner there of the screen to like have it focus. That's pretty sick. The one thing that I don't like about this is that it is not as high resolution as the Oculus or VR. Like, it's not that it's blurry, it's that it's not nearly as crisp as I think it should be. I don't know how to explain it. It says it's 1080p, but it feels less. But I guess maybe it's 1080p split eye. Maybe that's probably what it is. Let me check this application real quick. See where we are on the download. Oh, we're about halfway there. Let me pause this other download. It's cool because like even the PlayStation menus are in the headset, so I'm interacting with everything. And from what I understand, like, you could play your video games this way too. I could live stream a game right now that I'd be playing direct from the headset. Yeah, let's pause that. Maybe it'll help this move a little bit quicker. The only thing that's weird too is that I feel like, because they put like a little bit of rubber by the nose, and I feel like I'm breathing harder than I would normally be. Is it worth it? I don't know yet. I feel like the problem I'm gonna have is, I'm gonna want more, and a lot of the games coming out right now, I don't want to say they're like demos, but they're kind of. Hold on, let me release this real quick. I don't want to say they're necessarily like demos, but they're not full games either. The game prices are really good. Like I've seen only like Project Cars in like one other game at the $60 price point. All the other games that are available are about in the $20 to $30 range, or even less if you have PlayStation Plus, or if you have I have the 20% off at Amazon and Best Buy. So like a $20 game's like $17 or $15 or whatever. So I think in the short term it's worth it, but long term, who knows? Because we don't know how well VR is going to do. VR, as far as we know it, is a passing fad, just like, you know, smartwatches or any of that stuff. Like, I have an Apple Watch, and like they were like, okay, well, I guess it did all right. Let's make a second one. But next year, maybe they don't make an Apple Watch 3, or, you know, going forward, because it's not as popular as people would hope they are, you know. And for some reason, I feel like, because my camera's over here, like literally right in front of me, but for some reason I have a profile. Like I'm sitting like I'm looking at the back of my head. How am I looking at the back? Is this my table? Am I facing my table right now? Oh, that's why. I was wondering why, like, you know, what the hell is my TV? Oh, there it is. Wow, I got so wrapped up in like what I'm doing. There we go. I was wondering why, like, slowly oh, god damn it, game. Camera. Yes. While, like, slowly I was, like, turning the other way. But, for me, because I like to be kind of, like, on the, I don't want to say, like, the bleeding edge of technology, because I'm not at all even there. Like, my income doesn't support that at all. But I do like having stuff when it's new, especially something like this where, you know, it can go places. Look at Oculus and look at the Vive. Like, they're not doing terrible, but they're still there. People are playing it. People are developing stuff for it. And while we're still waiting for AAA games to come out, PlayStation kind of does us a service where console equipment like this will always be viable because they can always release something later, and you don't have to be like, oh, well, I really want to play this latest game, but I need to upgrade to, like, you know, the latest and greatest graphics and CPU and stuff to run it. So an Oculus seems very dangerous to me. I would spend way more money on a PC VR version than I would with a console. I just told my fiance that my headset came in. I wonder if she was like talking shit. You know, when you like spend money and then they're like, wow, what happened to the, you know, spending money on video games and all that and blah 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 blah. It's just like guys in car parts, you know, like, it's a rough life. I don't even know how this freaking nose flapping is supposed to work. Oh, there it goes. But I've been sitting here for a few minutes and I have it on and it doesn't feel too heavy. I just wish this other game would download fast enough, and I wish this fucking thing would disappear. Because I don't plan on using my phone. And I can't shoo it away or turn it off or like smack the shit out of this thing. Let's check this download. Sucks that it's such a big file, I guess. It's just taking a while. It's like only a gig and it feels like it's taking an hour to download. I feel like I'm rotating again. I was definitely like facing the TV, now I'm like sideways again. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, let me take this off, because I'm gonna grab that other disc. Well, I can't, because if I pull the disc out, it's gonna stop downloading the file, then we're screwed. Nintendo VR, oh my god, don't remind. Do you mean the Nintendo Virtual Boy? Like from like the early 90s? That thing was a... Dude, if you never had a migraine and you ever wanted to experience one, like, go buy one of those. That was literally the worst invention ever created ever. I agree with you. That was the worst piece of technology. Like, I feel like they were onto something, but it just... No, it was just bad. It was bad. And then, like, you sat, like, up on top of this thing, and you, like, shoved your face in it, and then you're trying to make out, like, these red... Like, because everything was red. I don't know why they decided that every video game that they released that had to be, like, this red laser beam colored light. It was so bad. It was literally the worst thing that I had ever experienced. And I was young. Like, I probably... I mean, I don't wear glasses. I've got really good vision, but... Yeah, it definitely wasn't ready. I don't think people were ready. It was one of those things like, let's just give it a try and see what happens, and it didn't work out. Like, I think you can find, like, there's a place by me, I live in Virginia, and they have, like, you know, buy here places where, like, they have, like, stores named Cool Stuff and shit, like, where you can go buy old school games, and, like, I've seen them with a Virtual Boy in their store. It's been there for 3 years, and I know the owner. He's like, yeah, I'm never getting rid of that thing, man. Nobody wants this shit. I was like, it'd be a sweet display piece, but otherwise it's not really worth the buy at all. It's super worthless. I'm starting to get used to this music. It's not a good thing. I'm 49, but I saw Lawnmower Man. I'm not that old, but I don't mean to say that you're old, but I mean, I'm not at that point. But yeah, dude, I remember Lawnmower Man. That shit scared the hell out of me. I'm 33 now. At the time, it was cheaper to keep it 2 colors, black and red. Yeah, not only was it cheaper, but that was a typical 3D, the way to trick your eyes to see double imagery. So that the image would pop off the screen. That's why they isolated your eyes in that headset. They're trying to do too much. They're trying to do the virtual experience while also trying to make it pop off the screen like 3D. And that type of technology, like you said, that we barely have that now. Look at the Nintendo 3DS right now. Nintendo 3DS is just now getting to the point where that 3D has eye tracking and it follows you so that you don't get blurred lines and then your eyes don't go wonky. Like, they didn't have any of that back then, and they were still trying. Hey, everybody, just showing up. Waiting for the other Playroom stuff to download so that I can continue with the stream. But I imagine a bunch of people are probably trying to download it, so it's taking its sweet-ass time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm just hanging out with this big-ass headset on my head. You have VR for your Samsung phone? Yeah, I got a buddy that picked up that headset, and he likes it. I mean, what's shitty is that I'm an iPhone user. I've got an Apple Watch. I'm not locked into Apple. I have a PC. I don't use Apple everything. I have a PC. I have a Samsung tablet. You know, we've got Windows laptops in the house. You know, my ecosystem for technology is pretty robust, but I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to buy a Samsung phone when I get my swap out. Because I'm doing like the lease plan with Verizon. You can swap your phone every year. and my lease comes up on November 25th. I was like, oh, sick, the new Note's coming out. I'm going to go buy it, and I'm going to get the VR headset and try it out and see how I like it, see if Android can pull me back to their phones, and they blow up now. Hey, what's up, Paul? And welcome, City. What, who's that, Steel City Hammer? Welcome. It's funny to me, like, the one time I was like, you know what? I'm going to get me a Samsung phone, and then, yeah, no. It's just not happening. Yeah, no problem, dude. I have no problem. God. This thing literally hates me. I'm still doing this thing where I'm slowly rotating this way and I have no idea why. I think it's just because everything, like, it's all blacked out. Everything. I just need to, like, sit back in my chair. This music is also extremely annoying. Hold on, let me do this phone app thing real quick so I can stop it from being stupid. Second screen. So you gotta like connect the phone so that it'll stop asking me about all this dumb stuff. And then I can turn off this damn music while I'm at it. The screen is now currently in use. Yeah, it is, you son of a bitch. Now it just doesn't want to work. Alright, it's worthless. Can you watch 3D movies with a headset? I do not think so. It is unfortunately not a 3D headset. We could try. Well, I can't stream it, unfortunately. Not only is it against YouTube policy, but you can't live stream and play a movie at the same time. But I do have 3D movies on my PlayStation because I have the PlayStation 3D TV in my office. But no, I don't think that this is going to be able to provide 3D. Is the headset on? Yeah, it's on. I can't see anything outside of the headset right now. Like, I can't see my hand. Nothing. I'm literally watching an 80-inch screen of myself right now. Literally. So I can see the little PlayStation thing here that I've been trying to get rid of but won't go away. Like, I can see everything. The light's right there. My puppy is hidden. See, that's like his foot right there. He's hidden by this robot situation going on here. No, I can see everything because the camera's looking at me, so everything behind me and me I can see. As far as regular movies, that's one of the draws, man. Hulu made an app, a VR app, so you can actually watch VR shows and stuff. So to me, that's pretty awesome. That was one of the biggest draws for me because I like movies and I love immersion. So not just games, and I'm a horror game junkie. I don't just stream here. I stream on Twitch TV also, but I'm trying out the YouTube thing to see what kind of, see what kind of audience I can dig up, see if people like me. So, are the VR games 3D? No, they're not 3D. Virtual reality, it's way different than 3D. 3D is stating that you're looking at a flat TV screen and the images pop out at you. Or when you're talking about like a 3DS, the images have depth. You can see into the image or you can see the image outside of a flat surface. When you're talking about virtual reality, now it's no longer 3D. Well, we can get close to 4D if you had like somebody spitting water at you or something, if you're like flying or whatever, but you're literally in the game. The person in the video game you're playing is replaced by you. So I'm gonna use the controllers. I've got two Move controllers over here. I'm gonna use the two Move controllers, and the left controller is my right hand, the left one is my left hand, and then I can interact with things in the world. Like, it's meant to trick your brain to make you believe that you are in the world that you're playing in. It is a lot different than what you expect from 3D. Because 3D, you put glasses on and things like come at you, you know. Now you have to like look left and look right and look up, and like you're experiencing everything. It's all going to be around you. Whereas I guess you're more surrounded by it than it just jumping out at you. Alright, let me check this download again. Getting real tired of this shit. And like I'm in my living room, so I'm on Wi-Fi and not on the... I'm not hardwired in like I normally am, so it's taking way longer than usual. So I don't mind rapping with you guys till the games come up. I wish I knew what time it is. What time is it? 2:30, 2:23. Is it worth it? I don't know yet. I'll know once this damn thing starts finished downloading. I have a buddy that has PSVR and he loves it. Like he got it yesterday. He played the Eve Valkyrie game, which is you're a spaceship pilot and you're dogfighting in space, and he said he loved it. VR seems to affect people differently. For Ted, as far as is it worth it, it just depends on you. Is it worth it to you? Is $400 worth a new experience in something that may or may not do well? I like to adopt things early because I'm, like I was talking about before, I'm not on the bleeding edge of technology because my wallet doesn't allow for it, but something like this that I've literally as a kid have been waiting for since, like we were talking about earlier, the Virtual Boy, like I had to get it. To me it was worth it. To somebody else it may not be. You may not be anything. I'm a horror game lover. I love horror games, and putting me into a horror game to scare the shit out of me, yes, sign me the fuck up. As far as it seems to affect people differently, that's true. If you inherently have motion sickness, you probably never use virtual reality. Because you actually have to learn how to play games a whole new way once you get into VR. You literally have to start, because what happens is like you're in the real world as yourself. If you are moving around, you're not whipping your head back and forth and looking all over the place, and you know, like, you don't do that. Us as gamers will do that because we like to catch all the details. You know, we're looking at everything. We get astonished, we get amazed at things because the art and the scenery, and it all comes together for us, and to us we get excited. And once you start whipping your head around and the screen's going forward and you're looking left and right, that shakes people's brains up and they throw up. They get motion sick and they have accidents, and it's not good. I've never been motion sick in my life. I've gotten like, I don't know, what is that? I've gotten nauseous in a car once, but I think I was sick from something else. I don't think it's going to affect me like it does affect some other people, but you know, that's left to be seen. Who knows? I'm going to be like fucking shooting zombies and doing some craziness, and I'm going to be like looking left and right like, whoa, what the fuck is that? And you know, who knows what's going to happen. So, I mean, I could very well develop motion sickness. But I'll keep playing because I'm a glutton for punishment. And look at this shit. I'm sideways again. I have no idea. Like, I'm not like, hold on. I'm not doing anything to do this. I have no idea what my body's doing that. It's so fucking weird. Really? That's awesome. So there's a game, I wanted to get it today, but I had to, my fiance's birthday is next weekend, so I had to make sure that I had, you know, make sure I could take care of her for her birthday, of course. And it's called PlayStation VR Worlds, and one of them's like a Shark Tank, and you go in the water, you know, you got your headset in, you got the VR set in, and you feel like you're underwater and a shark attacks. And everybody I've seen try that out flip the fuck out. Like, they jump, they like cower, like, it's crazy. There's so many videos too. Like, on my YouTube channel, if you look at any of the horror stuff that I have on there, I have a couple things on there. But I jump a lot, and sometimes I get a little into it. But like this was crazy. Like, because you feel like you're underwater. Like, people are having trouble, like they're gasping for air because they're like, you know, like they feel like they're in the water because you have the headphones in and your noise canceled out, and you know, you can't see anything around you except for all the stuff going on. It is so fucking dope. I'm excited. Let me check this. I'm just pissed that it's taking so long to download. I wish I would have known. I wouldn't have started this until I finished it. The downloads. It's got like a few minutes left, so it's almost done. I guess I can charge this other controller while I'm waiting, because I got one of the other come on, there we go. I have one of the Move's controllers charging, just in case I need it for a game. How do I turn this motherfucker off? Oh. I'll get this other one charging and synced up. Alright. Feels like you're very deep. Yeah, no kidding. I was not kidding when I said I can't see a damn thing. Like, it's impossible. Oh look, see, there goes the puppy. Well, was. Starting to like the music now. It's starting to grow. I mean, I've been listening for like 30 minutes. That's crazy. Like, I have to look down at the words for them to like clear up. And I really do want to say I appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with me. I know you could go anywhere and watch VR crap. Like, people are playing VR everywhere. I do really appreciate you stopping in on me. Just make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be doing, if not just videos, because I do, like I said, I'm trying out the YouTube streaming thing today to see how it goes. And if it picks up, then I'm going to stay here. If not, typically I stream on Twitch TV/IG Ninjatoine. But yeah, sorry for boring the shit out of you. If you have more questions, please ask about anything. I play all three consoles. Well, I say three consoles, but I play PC, PS4, Xbox One. I have it all. So if you guys have any questions, want to talk about any new games or anything, just let me know. That's what I'm here for. Also, to keep spinning this chair somehow without really actually doing anything. So I'm like already like not straight. Is it comfortable with all the wires connecting the headset? Yeah, I don't feel any of the wires. Just the only wire that I have that I can really feel is this one here. And this one controls the volume, the power for the headset, and then you plug your headphones into there. Or you can use wireless headphones. Oh, appreciate it, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. looking up in the water in VR. Isn't that very nice? Yeah, I think the tech demo CD comes with maybe a part of that. Hopefully, I want to try it out. What the fuck? Like, not only that, but I feel like I got this head tilt thing going on here. Like, I'm having a hard time keeping my head straight. Yeah, that's why my edge up's always fucked up. Like, I feel like I need to do this. I wonder if this adjusts. No. It's like square on my head. Dun, 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 dun. Let's check this real quick. I feel like every time I check it, it's like a little bit longer. The frickin' Playroom VR download is like 2 different downloads, and it's a 3 gig file. The demo disc that I have, which I'm trying to load up, is only 1 gig, and it's taking like forever. I wish like I can like have like a console where I can like look at things so I can like I could be interacting at least already, but this isn't the VR stage, so I do like a good piano.